podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling. Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
You should check out that green jacket because I just took your bill. It's fly, you can't even set out an arena. The only reason you don't pay per view because you fight me. So you sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere. You will not be fighting on pay per view for me.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We had to do a quick little breaking news, being as though the Javon Ennis fight was canceled. We got about an hour before we get to the big, not the fish, Aquaman. If Errol's the big fish, Canelo's Aquaman. But we talking about both of them because Errol Spence actually showed up to the fight. He had good things to say. He talked about the fight with him and Canelo. And he also talked about the fight with him and Terrence Crawford and said how, you know, Terrence Crawford fight is 60-40, 70-30, whatever we give him. Damn. Yeah, we here to talk boxing, man. If you want to talk boxing with us, you know the number to call in and voice your opinion is 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here. Voice of the People hotline. Francis, the praying mantis, what's good?
What's happening, people? How y'all doing out there, man? Hope everybody's good. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, thank you to my Lord and Savior for another opportunity to talk boxing. We talking, you know what I'm saying, the man himself, man, the big fish, stepping up and saying, listen, we give Terrence Crawford, 70-30, 60-40, whatever. It doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? We the A side. We the one that's done 3 pay-per-views back to back. A lot of people have said that, I'm a mind reader and I read mind. I get moist when I talk about Spence. No, it's just the fact of the truth is that you put yourself in a position to command that type of respect, and you must have it when you're talking to the big fish. So, yeah, I want to hear what they're gonna say now because look, he stepped up to a Canelo Alvarez fight. He was in the building. He wasn't only in the building, sitting in the back. He was.
We got a super chat real quick. Show Kid. 2005, he looking for that Mario smoke in Border Wars March 13th, 2020. He says, Earl talking like he want Canelo next. He said 100,000 plus. And Show Kid is talking about 100,000 plus being in the arena. AT&T, what is it called? Cowboys? I don't know. I know it's a big stadium in
Jerry's World, baby.
Texas where these two can possibly put 100,000 people in there. I've been saying 100,000. Now Earl's saying 100,000. Where you really think the number comes in at, man? Canelo, who's fighting Callum, faced his brother Liam in Texas, did 50. Earl, who's at the Canelo fight, faced Mikey, did 48,000. So these two together, they got to be able to do it.
Of course, man. At Jerry's World, Cowboy Stadium, definitely they can do that type of number. No question about it. You know what I'm saying? With the Canelo fans coming out and then, you know what I'm saying, those coming out to support Errol Spence from the Texas area, Dallas and Houston. Yo, it's going to be amazing. Atlanta come down and check them out. Yeah. And if anybody says disrespectful, you know what I mean, they just don't know nothing about boxing. But let's continue.
I mean, I think they saying it's disrespectful because he said 60-40, 70-30, whatever we give them. Like,
yeah.
You know.
That's right. That's right, because you came to the fight, you didn't really make yourself known. Yeah, you was in the building.
What you mean by that? You got to be more specific. Who didn't make? Because Earl did an interview with Chris Mannix. He was talking about Canelo and Terrence. How didn't he make himself known?
I'm saying, I said Terrence didn't make himself known. The excuse was it's Corona time.
But when didn't he make himself known? What are you talking about, man?
When Terrence Crawford came to Errol Spence's fight.
Oh, he was at Earl's fight. What happened when what did he do there?
Oh, when Bud was at Earl's fight, he was just there. He was there to watch. He didn't have an interview. He didn't go in the ring. He was just in the building.
So it was the exact opposite of what Earl did at a big event.
Exactly, at the big event. He was up front on the network with headphones on, having an interview, answering questions regarding. That's how we're able to get the information regarding this 60-40, 70-30, whatever we give him statement.
Got you.
So what are we saying? Who really wants to fight?
I mean, who you think wants to fight?
No, man.
Huh?
I don't know.
What you mean you don't know?
No.
I think
heard
Earl
said that
I think Earl wants to fight. I think Earl showed up. Say what?
He sucks down. He said he sucks down to make 147. So 160 would be perfect for him.
He did say he sucked down.
60-70% at 147 when he sucks down. At 160, he'll be at like 80-90.
He definitely said he'll suck down.
So
rather, he already said he's sucking down and make 147.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He sucks down.
But he didn't say he'll win though. He didn't say he'll win. We got a super chat real quick from Showkid 2005. Still looking for that Mario smoke. He said, Bud at home punching the air. 3 crying emojis. Damn, you think Bud right now like, fuck, this man got all the clout. Like, what you think going on? Like, I mean, or he just a funny joke. What you thinking?
No, he's definitely right. Bud's like, damn, I can get closer, and the closer I get is the further I get, man.
Damn.
The further I get, like somebody else step up with a better, you know what I'm saying, a better offer, a better opportunity, and it makes it happen. Like, you know what I mean? We got Jaime Nayato, if I'm not mistaken. Please pardon my pronunciation of your last name. With the super chat that says, Errol, further proven he wants nothing to do with Bud. 70-30 FOH. But if he wants that Canelo smoke, he's going to get dealt with.
I'm saying, what you think Canelo's going to offer him? If he out here offering Terrence 70-30 and 60-40, what Canelo going to give him? And what you think he going to be willing to take?
We'll take that 70-30, 60-40. You dumb? That Canelo check? Come on. What? Are we really even talking about that? Look at the smile on your face.
I'm just saying. You think he taking 70-30?
Yeah, we know our place. Come on, man. We know our place. At the end of the day, we bring the numbers, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, you're going to negotiate to get as close as you can, but yeah, you got to know your place. If Errol comes out and says that he wants the bigger lion's share of the pay-per-view, I'll be here one to say, man, I feel you, man. I feel you. You know, you got to prove to the people that can happen, but I feel you.
Wow.
Yeah.
So,
real for real.
I'm about to check Terrence Crawford's Twitter. I'm pretty sure he said something because he ain't at home swinging at the air. I'm pretty sure he at home watching a fight, like all of us. There we go. He said something 16 minutes ago. He said,
did he?
And they said it wasn't me. I rest my case. On to the next. That chapter is closed.
It's now closed.
24 minutes ago. 24 minutes ago. 4 crying emojis. So, yeah, man. He know it's over. He know it's over. He moved on, man. Look, right here, I'm gonna screen share it.
Yo, that's
and he
crazy.
said, and they said it was me. I rest my case now. On to the next. The chapter is now closed. But is he really gonna like close the chapter and like move? I don't even know what that means, bro.
You play chess. You know what type of move
Yeah,
that
look
was.
at my man. My man hit him right here. Matthew Mojica. Shout out to Mojica. I know Mojica, man. He said, yo, those are just words. They're just meaningless. Like, stop biting on everything that Earl do. All you doing is showing that he got you paying attention. He got you making sure you watching. That's what you doing. Like, he giving up too much info, man. That's how I'm feeling. Like, don't say nothing. Let the negotiation talk. But I guess not. He already talking about he moving on. I guess he moving back down to 140.
135.
Damn. Teofimo unification. I'll take that. That's not a bad matchup.
Like, real for real.
Yo, let me see. Is Canelo in the building yet?
Canelo, yo, man.
They got him in the ring yet?
Honestly, I don't know why anybody would be so offended by that, man. You'd be offended by that if you was a fighter? Nah.
How offended in what we talking about?
If what Earl said in regards to Terrence Crawford, like, listen, you know what I'm saying? You take that 70-30, 60-40, whatever we give you, knowing the place that
I
you
just
are.
don't get what Terrence is mad about. Like, what did Earl say that's different? He been saying 60-40. He been saying whatever they give him. Like, he been saying he's the A side. So what's different? When he just did the interview with Coppinger, he said 70-30, 60-40. Like, ain't nothing changed. So why is Terrence like, oh, you see y'all? You see what? He been saying this. But we got Show Kid with another super chat. Says, Earl's scared of Bud. He want to fight Canelo. Bud fans are delusional. That's what I'm saying. But because you know what it is, Show Kid, to them, they looking at the Canelo fight not as a challenge, as a cash out. They like, you know you going to lose to Canelo. Yep. You ain't going to win to Canelo. Big Nick said Al will be pissed if Earl gets in the ring after. Why would he be pissed? He just did an entire interview. What's the difference? He just did an entire interview. Here you go with your UK bias trying to cause problems.
Yeah, like,
he's going to get in trouble if he goes in the ring. If he was going to get in trouble, he wouldn't even be allowed to be there. But he there doing interviews with Chris Mannix, and we all seen it. We here doing a show off that. Come on, man.
I don't know what these guys are listening to. But yo, we got a super chat from Show Kid. He says, Errol scared of Bud, but he want to fight Canelo. Bud fans are delusional.
Yeah, man, that's that logic. Like, how could you be scared of Bud if you're willing to fight the bigger man in Canelo? But I think that people just gonna write that off as a what do you call
Cash
it?
out.
Cash out, man. Cash out.
Which is crazy. Like,
I mean, is it not? What you gonna change that? You gonna change your energy now because it's Earl, so it's not a cash out? You think Earl actually has a shot at beating Canelo?
I'm gonna ride with Earl all day long.
Riding, and knowing he can win is different.
Canelo. Wow. Put me in any type of box corner you would like to. I got it beating Canelo. Alvarez. 12 round decision. Pillar to post, jab his face off, move his stick, like how Floyd did him with more power and more style.
Wow, man, you're really an Errol Spence fan.
You're just gonna see it, and when you see it, like I've been said that he going.
So a dude that never fought at 160.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow is going to beat arguably pound for pound 1 through 3.
Yeah, because you got to remember something. He's gonna be reinvigorated. He's gonna be rehydrated to a weight that is now comfortable. When usually probably a month away from a fight, he's probably sparring at that weight 160. 165, 170, because he's walking around like, 180, 190 at that time. Like, he definitely can fill into that. Like, you can look at him, he looks thin. You know what I'm saying? If he puts on that weight, he can wear that weight nicely and move faster, more explosive. That's where the strength and conditioning come into, proportion to weight properly, to be just a monster at 160, man, a complete monster. With his boxing ability, his IQ, you put that weight, on him, and he can carry it, because clearly he's carried it for all his life, right? That's just my take on it, man. That's just how I see it.
But the advantages that he had in welterweight fights, being the bigger man, he won't have in a fight with Canelo.
I think he's still going to be the bigger man, because you got to remember something. Canelo is still short, man. He's going to be the bigger man. When he put the weight on, Canelo, he's probably going to be as thick as Canelo. Canelo might be just a little thicker because he's shorter. You got the stocky vibe. But Earl's 5'10", 5'11". He's going to be taller than Canelo, and he's going to have the weight on him. That's going to look good. Trust me when I tell you. You're going to be surprised, like, yo, I never thought Errol Spence would have looked that big with just the weight that he put on him at 160. You're going to be like, this guy looks massive. Trust me, man.
You think they invited Earl, or you think he showed up?
That's a very good question. I couldn't put my finger on it. If I had to bet, I would think that Earl decided to show up to this fight. But then again, who knows? They could have invited him to the fight
I'm just saying, is the writing on the wall that this fight is next between Canelo and Errol now that he showed up, now that DAZN is interviewing, asking him about it? But we have a super chat, and it comes from Coach Myers in Connecticut. Shout out Coach Myers, also a boomerang on Patreon. We appreciate the support. He says, Errol has options. The difference between Errol and Bud is Errol went to the Canelo fight and gave an interview and actually called out Canelo on his night. And that's what we saying, but Bud fans, they reading this as this means he's ducking.
And I agree with Coach Myers. We don't agree on much, but that I'm good with.
Super chat, Super Max.
Yeah, he says, Francis, every guy that moves up to divisions tell us they feel better, stronger, etc. And they've all been wrong. Yeah, except for the exceptional ones. And Errol Spence is an exceptional one.
Well, Canelo was exceptional too. When he moved up, he felt better and was able to do the unthinkable and knock out Sergey Kovalev at 175 Super Max.
Absolutely, I agree with you. But you got to remember something. And Errol Spence is 5'10". Just for you guys out there talking shit that don't know nothing about boxing. Anyways, back to what I'm saying. You got to remember something. Errol Spence going into this division is going to put on the weight properly. He's going to train properly. And he's going to prove that elite fighters and elite athletes are able to perform at whatever level they need to. Do you understand what I mean? You have the Floyd Mayweathers, the Manny Pacquiaos, these guys who have put on weight, the Roy Joneses that put on weight and done many different things at different weight classes. And Errol Spence is that talented fighter that I believe can go up to 60 and fight the older fighter in Canelo and take it. Well, if he doesn't have a title, put an L on his record. Straight put an L on his record.
So
and that's my opinion.
Any reason? Is it just Earl can move up and beat any 160 pounder, or you think it's just Canelo and you see certain flaws in Canelo? I mean, I'm a little bit lost here.
Say it again, sorry.
Is it that Earl can beat any 160 pounder, or do you think he could just move up and beat Canelo because you think you see flaws in Canelo, or you see something that Earl can exploit in Canelo?
To be honest with you, all right, you know what? Since you want to walk me down the road, let me just get to the end of the road faster than you think. I think Errol Spence between 147 and 168 can dominate. Period.
Okay. Showkid super chat.
Shoki got a super chat 2005 says, Errol not really moving up. He been at 147 for a decade. He draining himself at this point. Thank you for your super chat. That's what I honestly
I don't know
believe
that
in.
I believe that, Francis, because we just heard Earl come out and say like, "Yo, I didn't have a nutritionist. I've been doing it on my own." So he draining himself because he's been doing it on his own. Once he get a professional, it's gonna be easy to make weight.
That's exactly it. So it'll be easy for him to go put on the weight properly, put in the proper training to proportion the body properly, and be that super athlete with that high boxing IQ and ring IQ. Dominate, man. I'm telling you, man. Yo, watch it, man. Watch it. Between 147 and 168, dominate, man. And if you choose to, and the opportunity is right with the right fight at 75, you probably take it because he got the dog in it. But between
Earl beats David Benavidez.
He's David Benavidez.
That's what you're trying to say. He beats David Benavidez.
If he, I think so. And I'm not capping. I do think so.
Call you super trippy, Red.
Hey, everybody has the understanding, but you see, you look at it, right? But David Benavidez is a person that he punches hard, is big, but Errol's skill set, we still haven't seen him put on the weight yet. That's why I said I think so. I'd give you a definite. I've seen him put on the weight. I know he's gonna look good on the weight, but I want to see it so everybody can see as well, if that makes sense.
Super chat, Coach Myers.
Yep. Coach Myers of the Super Chat says, Errol only been a professional for 8 years. Show kid. And then,
next one is from Jaime. He says, Earl comes straight forward, doesn't move his head, and gets hit a lot. Canelo would exploit those flaws and kill him to the body.
Yeah, it looks. Listen, everybody knows it looks good when it gets in there. And as Danny Garcia seen Sean Porter fight him, and it was like, yeah, I'm ready to fight him now. I seen something. Look, listen, if Sean Porter hits Errol like that, when I hit Errol, I'm gonna put him to sleep. How did that work out for Danny Garcia? You know what? Let's move it back a step further. When Errol fought Lamar Peterson, if I'm not mistaken, right? He said, "Yo, I seen something. I need that fight." He's like me, but I'm better. What happened? Like I've heard it. I've heard it before, man. It's all good. I understand. LV Slugger coming back with a super chat that says Errol is not the truth. It's Errol Hidden Valley Spence, since he loves his ranch when it comes to bud. Hashtag ranch season. Hashtag old McDonald had a farm. Hashtag E-I-E-I-O. Hashtag jealous. Hashtag you're jealous.
That shit was hilarious.
Like, y'all don't understand, man.
LV, that was hilarious.
It's all good though. I
Yo, they calling you a fanboy, man. They said talk about fanboy in the chat.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I'm cool with it. They call me whatever, but at the end of the day, this is not GGG. Canelo not fighting GGG. Canelo's fighting a more athletic Floyd Mayweather that hits.
Yeah,
hard.
but GGG showed that he could take middleweight shots. Earl ain't show that yet. Super chat from Supermax, but yeah, Earl ain't show that yet, man.
Right. But you see, you can't really say that because he spars heavyweights and light heavyweights during sparring. I understand you have bigger gloves and headgear, but
bigger gloves.
Power is power, bro. That doesn't really matter. I hear you though. Joseph said, it's a win for me either way. They're both my favorites. But hold on. Where did it go? Slide back up. Screw. There you go. I'll start over. It's a win for me either way. They're both my favorites. But right now, I don't see Errol beating Canelo. And that's fair. That's your opinion.
I mean, that's gonna be the popular opinion. Earl will be a significant underdog. How big of an underdog you think he comes in?
Man, I'd probably say a 4-1, 5-1 underdog.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Jaime comes back and says, Francis, I like you, dog, but stop comparing Danny and Sean to Canelo. Like they're in the same class. Come on, son. Nah, I'm not comparing Danny and Sean. What I'm comparing is their mindset as to what they thought they seen and who they thought Errol was as a fighter. And when it got there, it just wasn't it. It would be so disappointing to all the Canelo fans when they show up to a fight between Errol Spence and Canelo Alvarez, and Errol Spence jabs the crap out of Canelo all night, and he can't do nothing about it. That would be, I mean, you guys would really have to bow down now at that point. But we'll go to another super chat because I don't want to keep that up. Here we go. Joseph Supermax Rodriguez says, also, I've gotten a bad vibe with DAZN and everyone looking to the future with GGG and Errol. I hate to say it, but Callum might play spoiler tonight. And you definitely got a point. But I ain't gonna lie though. Is your DAZN tripping? Might be tripping
Yo,
right now.
he tripping right now. He trying to say Canelo might lose tonight. Uh-oh. Let me see what's on
definitely.
the Canelo tube. They doing a lot of Andrade. He getting a lot of airtime.
So here we go.
And his locks still ain't locked though. What's really good with that?
MEZBX with a super chat that says Francis went from Errol dominating 147 to 168 to I think he could beat Benavidez. Make up your mind. Well, yeah. Come on. What do you mean? What did I say that was
You ain't say he could beat Benavidez.
I did say he could. I said he did. I think he could beat Benavidez. Call it what you want to. Yo, Spence showed up. Bud, who's the boss? What? Spence just showed Bud who's the boss. Hashtag man down. Yo, give me a second.
He definitely showed Bud who's the boss and how to show up to a big fight. He showed him how to talk on the mic, talk in front of the camera when you want a big fight. That's what he showed him, man. That's what needs to be said.
You know what? Hey, guess what? We got
What?
Showcase 2005 with a super chat, but before that, I got Errol beating Benavidez, Caleb Plant, all these dudes at 168 right now. Period. Put me down. Call me whatever you want to. That's what I'm telling you right now. Between 147 and 168, if their name ain't Jamal and Jamel, they're getting beat. Period. Lock him in, lock him out. I don't care who you want to put in there.
Bruh, you
line him up. He gonna knock him down.
You
Showcase
wildin'.
Errol won 3 Golden Gloves at welterweight 2009 to 2011. He ready to move up. I'm telling you right now. Call it what you want. Big fish
Yo,
status.
being ready to move up and being ready to
Big
beat
fish.
Canelo is two different things. Y'all tripping.
Big fish
He could be
status.
ready to move up, not ready to beat Canelo.
Yeah, I know. Yo, Jaime comes back and says, how Errol gonna hurt Canelo when he couldn't stop Mikey or Danny?
Word.
Shout out to TBV. Thanks for the pre-fight show. Listen, let me tell you something. How he hurt them? It hurt their pride. Because guess what? They couldn't do nothing. When they were so dejected after they realized that this man has simply picked me apart and is playing with me for the last 3 to 4 rounds of this fight. I can't believe it that there's nothing I can do. I'm looking like a fool in front of 40,000 and 18,000 people, and how many 300,000 pay-per-view buys. You looking like a fool because you supposed to be this top fighter and you looking like a straight up amateur. They calling it boring because you were looking like an amateur. Don't blame it on nobody else, man.
Super chat, Coach Myers in Connecticut. If Amir Khan can be in a competitive fight for a few rounds with Canelo, then why can't Spence? I got Spence by decision over Canelo. Hashtag man down.
That's what I'm talking about, Coach Myers.
Bruh,
That's how
Coach
we get down, baby.
Myers.
That's how we get down, baby. That's how we get down.
You
Yeah,
fell
man
for
down.
it. You fell for it, man. Listen, those rounds, he set Khan up for the bait so they could counter him with the right, remember? So you got to let him get excited. But I hear you, man. I hear you.
Tio, why they got Tio on the TV, man?
We got Mr. Duke. No, Mr. J. Duke 40 says Canelo versus Spence 70-30. Ness and Stanboy? Question. So basically he's asking, is Canelo versus Spence a 70-30 fight? But you already said yeah, even though he called you Stanboy.
Yeah, I'm gonna take that because Spence gonna beat his ass anyways. Told you by decision. He gonna tap the shit out of him.
I mean, from the looks of the show, I'm going to say this. Errol Spence did the right thing. Can you guys tell us in the chat, do you think he did the right thing by showing up to the Canelo fight? Did he do the right thing by showing up to the Canelo fight?
Looking bust down.
Look at Bo and Bama said, I'm hyped for this fight now. See? So he must have did something right. We're going to open up these phone lines and see if y'all got anything to say. You know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget to add Nestor Gibbs on Skype if you want to call from anywhere in the world. You could download that Skype app. It's absolutely free and be part of the conversation from anywhere in the world. Let's go.
I'm gonna go ahead and beat up Danny Garcia.
Hey, Daddy, this a dollar bill.
You need to take out that green jacket because I just took your bill.
It's fly,
You can't
baby.
even set out an arena. The only reason you don't pay per view because you fight me. So you can sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere. You will not be fighting on pay per view one for me.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/The Boxing Voice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
If you haven't already done so, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and help us get to 118,000 subscribers. We're here hard at work, putting a few lives. If you haven't already subscribed and click that notification bell, you would know this is our 4th live stream today, and we're still going to be doing a Canelo show versus Callum Smith the minute they walk in the ring. We have my Jimbe in Jersey says, shout out to TBV and boxing's best king, Nello. 3 crown emojis, 2 boxing glove emojis. Let's go, ladies and gents, right here. BoxingVoice.com. We're going to go out to what's looking like a new caller in, let me see where you at. Arizona, who's this?
This is a 928.
That's you, champ. Where you calling in from? Who's this?
Border Town, San Luis Rio Colorado, Sonora, puro Mexico, cabrones. What up, Nez? What up, Francis?
What's up, brother? What's your name?
Big Zoe. How you doing, bro?
We're good, brother. Big Zoe. So, Big Zoe, talk to us, man. What do you think about Errol Spence coming to the Canelo fight?
Yo, great-ass move, man. Let me give you a little bit of background, bro. I started listening to the Boxing Boys after the Maidana Broner. First-time caller. Hell yeah, I'm consistent.
Nice.
Hell yeah, I watch boxing all day. Hell yeah, I'm Mexican. Hell yeah, I'm from the same town as Porky Medina was born from. Guess what, Francis? Nobody knows this motherfucker. Sorry for the language.
Let's go. Talk to us.
So, listen, bro. A lot of people, let me give you a little bit of insight from the Mexican people, dude. Canelo is a name that is known among grandmothers, among aunts, among great-grandmothers. Bro, Canelo gets 30 million average views. That's more than the Mexican national soccer team, which is the biggest sport in Mexico, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? Sorry for the language. But I'm just passionate, bro. Listen, I used to be a critic of Canelo, and this guy has shown nothing but the exact opposite, bro. No catch weight, no rehydration clause, taking on the number 1 in the division. Put some respect on his goddamn name. Why are you bringing up a fucking welterweight that hasn't even gone up to 154 and saying that he's gonna school him? What the fuck is wrong with you? After he went up to 175? How many divisions is that? Come on, man. Shout out to you, TVB. Shout out to Nez. Shout out to Francis. Shout out to everyone. We here watching the zone. Viva Mexico. Viva boxing. The new rivalry is Mexico versus Inglaterra, England. The whole United Kingdom. Line them up, motherfuckers. Line them up. That's Zoe. I'll call you guys later. Second time caller.
Big Zoe.
In the 928.
Big Zoe, thanks for calling in. Francis, that was for you. He brought the heat for you. He's mad at you. How are you seeing him to the welterweight? He's going to move up and beat Canelo, and he just went up there and beat Kovalev. You know, now he's taking on Callum, the number 1. Like what's going on with you?
Yeah, the same way that he's stepping up and being great is the same way that Errol Spence is going to step up and be great and be him.
Yo, even Andre is on the telecast like, yo, Canelo stepping up. This is a real challenge. And Abdo was like, what about the height and the reach? He was like, man, this is a real challenge. Canelo's a wild boy. Yo, I can't believe the way Andre was talking. So even Andre don't know if Canelo gonna win. But what Andre made clear is that him and the rest of the guys need to fight. Gennady needs somebody. He need to fight him or somebody else before he get a shot at Canelo. That he doesn't deserve a shot at Canelo. And what that sounds to me is like perfect time for Errol Spence to slide up in there and steal that super fight and make that Cinco de Mayo, May, man, in Texas. Nice and warm in Texas. I think that's the right thing to do. We going out to Machine Gun in Texas. Uh-oh. We might have to go to your old intro.
BoxingVoice.com. You invited him to the ring? Why?
Yo le invité a que se viera. Como decimos en México, hay que dejarnos de mamadas. ¡Viva México!
And like we say in Mexico, we don't fuck around. BoxingVoice.com.
Machine Gun, what up?
Yo, what up? Both intros, one show. That, that's like a checkmate to everybody. Nah, I'm just playing though. I don't get it, bro. Cause like everybody the fuck else that moves up 2 weights is daring to be great. But when now it's gonna make a shitload of money, people are getting mad. I don't get that, bro. And then I kind of still, I don't want to say totally disagree with Francis, but I don't agree with the beat everybody up to 68. I haven't seen move up to 54 yet. So, let's it's not kind of chicken before they hatch. But it's a great move. You want to make a fight. You want to make a point too. I need you. Who can make a Canelo fight? That's kind of what he's saying. And it was a question about fighting Terrence Crawford. Also, what drove that point further to me. This is the biggest fight for welterweight division. But if you follow the green print, this is the fight that's gonna make me the most money. Even right now, fill it up at Cowboy Stadium, 100,000 plus, which it could fill it up to close to 100,000. It will be great. It's just big money fight. That's all it really is. But to me, it was just hey, I can go make this fight if you don't want to take what I'm giving you. That's my call.
Sir, yes, sir, man. All right.
Yeah, what do you mean he totally agrees with me? Hold on a second, my bad. Sorry, he said he totally agrees with me, disagrees with me that between the reason why he has moved up to 54, 60, or 68 is because he has business to finish at 147, and right now he's looking to jump 54 because his stablemate is campaigning at 54 and go to 60 because Jamal is on his way to 68 if I'm not mistaken. So if a fight doesn't present itself that's decent at 60, Jamal is gone 68. So it works out perfect, man. You go between it. You're gonna see Canelo does the same thing. He goes between the weights and he picks the fights and he makes them happen. So.
Hey, man, for all our channel members, don't forget we got the Canelo emoji in time for today's fight. And we got the Earl emoji. So you already know Earl versus Canelo is what we're talking. We're talking Earl showing up to the fight. We're comparing it to Terrence showing up to Earl's fight and just how the two went about it and who really did a better job of spending their time at the big fight. But let me go out to pound for pound supporter in the building.
The champ is here! The champ is here! Red belt, black belt, WON green. I'm king. Undisputed GOAT, TBE. And you can catch the news first on TBV. Voice of the people now let me speak. Scientists of the sweet, BOXING.
Yo, TBV, what's good?
Stainless, what it do?
Yo, y'all can hear me and everything?
Everything.
Cool. Shout out to Info for telling me how to get signed up for Border Wars. I'm down to 173, bro. I ain't playing out here, bro. I ain't playing. Y'all say Errol at the fight. I just got home, man. It's my son's birthday. Hey, before I even go any further, man, yo, if you listening now, if you listen in the future, it's my son's birthday today. My old man turned 14, so shout out to him for making it that far, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a big milestone, and I'm just a proud dad right now. So, you know what I'm saying? I want to take a minute. Yeah, man. I got to take a minute and shout him out, man. You know how I feel about my kids, man. It's all love. But on to this
Happy
fight, I'm
birthday
about
to your son, man. What's your son name?
Lathan.
Lathan?
Yeah, Lathan. Lathan
Yeah,
Saint.
happy birthday, Lathan. Shout out to you, man. Many more, man. More blessing, more life, man.
Yo, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. That ain't gonna lighten up the smoke for you, but I appreciate that though. You know what I'm saying? It's all love right now. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Info for showing a brother how to sign up for Border War, so I don't miss the opportunity to go on and snap Francis' head back a couple times. Is Spence at the fight, man? That's cool. I mean, as a dude that's waiting for the Bud Errol fight, I'd rather see that. But I'm happy to see that boxing is kind of back moving. You know what I mean? So, you know what I'm saying? If it's going to help to elevate the sport, I'm cool with it. I ain't get to see the Boots fight either because, like I say, it's my son's birthday. But I know we ain't on that fight, but that ended no contest.
No contest, man. No contest.
Ah, man, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. Hey, shout out to y'all cats, too, man. It's, 4-5 shows a day y'all on right now?
Yeah, something like that.
Man, constantly with that work, man. I appreciate it, man. Y'all help a cat get through his days sometimes, man. I'm no days off, man. For the next 2 weeks, I only got Christmas off, so your boy going hard.
I'm no days off till Border Wars. Let's go.
Hey, that's me, bruh. Let's race the Border Wars then. No days off, man. Because when I ain't working, I'm training. Remember that, Francis. Now, as I always say, please make sure you push that thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, that's because you stupid. And shout out to El Camino. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Stainless, you know you picked me because you know I ain't gonna not show up. You know that.
Coach Myers, Connecticut, talk to us.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on?
What up? What up?
Ain't not much. I think Earl did an excellent job. You know what I mean? Showing up, not just showing up, but actually speaking up. You know, giving his take on how he feels about trying to get the fight with Canelo. I mean, regardless if he doesn't get the fight next, it builds interest. It's a pay-per-view. It's Canelo. Like the other caller said, there's 30 million people in Mexico watching. So that builds a buzz. That builds, you know what I mean, questions about, hey, are you going to fight Earl? Are you going to fight Earl? Who knows? Canelo might ask him to come in the ring. Canelo does that. He did that before. So you never know. I think it's a good move, smart business move. For Earl's next fight, that's going to give him more buzz. You know what I mean? That's going to be bringing up questions. Hey, are you going to fight Canelo next? So it's an excellent move. I think Bud need to take a page out of his playbook and put it to use. But that's my call. Y'all take it easy.
Connecticut, Coach Myers, thanks for calling in. If you're on Blog Talk and you want to talk, you must press one time to let us know. We're going out to Jermaine. Talk to me in New Jersey.
Oh, man, like, y'all, the hypocritical shit gotta stop, my people. Like, Earl's talking about, I don't know why Spence is at my fight. Now, Canelo ain't gonna say that. They opened up the red carpet for my man Spence to get on the mic. Is PBC gonna give Bud the red carpet to get on the mic? Like, Bud could just hop on the mic because he's there? They don't want the fight, bro. And so Canelo's gonna jump out here and say, yo, it's 70-30. He gotta take what I give him, right? He's not going to say that because he actually wants to fight. So everything is hypocritical. Spence don't want that Bud smoke. Canelo's opening the door like, yo, come through. I really want the fight. So my platform is going to open the door for you. On the other side of the platform, they haven't acknowledged Bud in 3-4 years. He's not even a champ. So let's cut the bullshit, man. Cut the fucking bullshit. I'm out, man.
Incorrect. That's incorrect. Sorry. That's incorrect.
What's that?
What he's saying is incorrect.
What's
Like,
that?
He don't want to smoke. No, man. Listen, this is a business. See, and that's why a lot of boxers end up broke, man, because they forget that this is boxing, but it's a business, man. Business is fickle, man. Shout out to Protect Yourself at all time, Agent Clark, man. Tell you right there, man. The boxing is a business. Don't get a black eye for the business because you chasing your tail.
Something else Clark said is business never personal. So y'all get too emotional. Y'all said, yo, is PBC gonna open up the red carpet? like, don't take this as disrespect, but do you open up the red carpet for every client, or do you open up the red carpet for your major clients? So if you got somebody that continuously bombing on pay-per-view, you ain't open up no fucking red carpet. Now, Earl, on the other hand, he's a 3-time successful pay-per-view star. We gonna roll out the red carpet and get the microphone and headphone, put him on there to make an interview. But that's the difference, though.
Yeah, answered your question. Yeah,
he was willing. He was willing, right? Y'all energy was different. Y'all was talking this COVID shit. I ain't even see Earl with a mask on. Y'all was talking COVID. Nah, Bud can't do no interviews because it's COVID. Can't do no interviews, it's COVID, y'all. What's up? Nah, man. Yo, when you want something, you go get it. And me and Francis, we wasn't even born before the phrase was invented. Closed mouth don't get fed. And Bud got his mouth sealed. Davidian, what up?
Zip shut.
Buffalo Falls. Davidian going once. If you on Blog Talk,
hey, what's good, Ness? What's good, Francis? I mean, I like what I heard. I like to see that my man Spence was at the he was at the fight. I mean, kind of like the last, well, maybe not the last caller, but the caller before that about the buzz about the fight. I mean, I don't know. He's still at welterweight, but hey, if he can eventually move up and challenge Canelo, that's going to be humongous, you know. So I don't know. I don't have no problem with it. I still want to see what he do at welterweight though. Like, is he going to get Manny and then maybe Terrence, or I don't know. I still want to see what he do at welterweight. You know, he the champ though. I ain't gonna say nothing. You know, I just want to see how it all play out. But that's one call. God bless y'all.
For sure. Thanks for calling in. Champ.
Bless you too, brother.
Yo, so I got the national Mexican anthem coming on. Canelo getting his salute. Well, we should probably. Who we got left? Info Joe. We gonna run through all these callers because we got to get to our other show. We trying to do a live fight chat.
Mr. Info Joe.
Tell them the truth, yo. Tell them the truth.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Info Joe.
presented by my brother.
Joe.
Yo, Francis. Francis, pump
Yes,
your
sir.
brakes, man. It may make a lot of money for Spence, but it don't make sense. For the last 2 years, we've been talking about a unified at welterweight. Now all of a sudden, this dude, he don't have the same energy about fighting Crawford right now. He ain't never been at 54. He ain't never been at 60 or 68.
Bigger fight.
Man, the fight is at 147, man. It sounds like from last week, his interview after his fight, and then this week, he don't have that same energy about fighting Crawford. We've been having 2 years of arguments on this show about them two fighting, man.
Bigger fight
Make
on
the
horizon,
fight happen.
Man. Bigger fight, dog. Listen, let me ask you something. Let me ask you something.
Yo.
You and your wife been saving all year. You talking about getting the motherfucking Honda minivan, and then all of a sudden you get an influx of cash. You don't want the Honda no more. You might want the Mercedes minivan now. You understand what I'm saying? So stop acting like just because we've been talking about Terrence Crawford and Earl, it's Canelo. They probably invited him.
We don't even know if he can beat Crawford yet, man.
Who the fuck cares?
You know what I'm saying? Y'all think he really gonna go up there and he ain't knocking out Porter. He ain't knock out Danny. He ain't knocking out the welterweights. What makes you think he got enough power?
So Canelo
eats that shit.
Canelo ain't knock out Jacob.
Cut it.
You ain't gotta knock out everybody to win. Who the hell Floyd was knocking out in the later half of his career? Hey yo, King Born, what up? You avail, King Born, you avail?
When you see old dirty bastard fall in a position like that, then you know that I'm getting ready to bust your
Hey yo, peace. Good job, Ness. Hey yo, shout out to Lathan, to my Detroit, my Detroit brother, son, Stainless, Border War Stainless. Yo, man, listen, I'm not feeling none of this shit. Canelo gonna knock out Errol Spence if he move up, man. Hey, yo, Frank Sanchez, he sound like a drug lord in one of them Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, man. Shout out to him. And that dude he knocked out, that's Rocky's nephew. Peace.
All right.
Just sounds like a bunch of crying to me. Why you gonna go fight him for? Come on, stay fight me. He's gonna beat you up. You just fight me. That's all I'm hearing.
Get your ass in the ring and
Ain't no
swing,
hard
man.
button. Boxing motherfucker like this.
BoxingVoice.com.
Hey, Daddy,
Boxing thinking man's game.
this a dollar beat.
Skill. Up here. You gotta be out thinking motherfucker. That's what we're fighting.
BoxingVoice.com.
Hey, TBV was happening.
What up?
Everything kosher. So I got a question. If Errol was to lose the Bud, would you still want to see the Canelo and Errol fight?
Of course not. He ain't undefeated.
Aha! So here comes Canelo swooping his ass in the welterweight, trying to snatch Spence up to 160 to fight so he can beat him. Because Spence still won himself when he fought Danny. Man, we put that
Super
Bud.
fight, man. Super fight, man. It's
Like-
a super fight.
Listen around. You act like Canelo 35 or something. He's still 30, and Errol Spence around 30. They are the same age. He can fight Canelo after Bud whoop his ass. Stop running, Spence. Stop with the bullshit, bro.
What? Yo, you don't turn down a Canelo option, man.
I don't understand. Yo, how much times did you guys turn away a lotto ticket for your regular paycheck?
Yo, what your wife gonna say when you go home? Like, nah, baby, I stood on my square. They wanted to pay me more to fight that guy.
Don't give me the raise. Don't give me the raise. What do you mean? Don't give me the raise. What?
Oh,
Yo, you guys are really crying right now. I'm telling you.
Let me go to Josh in North Carolina to talk to us.
Callum's walking right now.
All right, check this out. First of all, Francis, you smoking some Whitney Houston crack if you think Spence can beat Benavidez. You out your motherfucking mind. Second of all, if motherfucking Errol want to fight Canelo, the best thing to do and the most financial gain to do is go ahead, get Pacquiao, knock him out the way, get undisputed from Terrence. Go ahead and be undisputed welterweight champion. You built yourself up. Now you can fight Canelo. You don't beat one Hall of Fame, and now you're going for a second Hall of Fame.
Yo, he already Canelo already want to fight him. Canelo,
you don't want the man to leave boxing and take care of his family. Like,
he said, go do this, go do. Canelo already offered him to fight. He said, all you gotta do is move up.
Okay. Check this out. Check this out. I understand Canelo about the money now, so Canelo gonna fight him, but Andrade and Charlo been wanting to fight Canelo forever. And then a long time ago, Canelo said he wanted to be undisputed champion of middleweight. Now he don't want them belts. Now he want to go fight Spence. Spence don't want to fight Crawford, but he want to go fight Canelo. Man, it's just a bunch of bullshit. This is why I'm streaming they pay-per-views from now on, so they start doing what they supposed to fucking do.
Who you want to
Fuck
fight?
them.
Who you want to fight? Crawford or Canelo? Who you want to fight? As Josh from North Carolina, who you want to fight? Crawford or Canelo?
I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. If I want to be undisputed, I want Crawford.
I asked you who you want to fight, Crawford or Canelo.
I want Crawford to shut everybody up. Be honest with you.
Can I ask you a question too? Can I ask you a question?
Nah. You gonna have to ask the next caller. We got to go. Callum in the ring.
Okay, yeah. You right.
New caller in Stockton, I think it is. I mean, no. This is. Let me see who this is. This ain't. This AJ in Fresno. What up?
Hey, what's good, y'all? All I'm gonna say is, man, if it do happen, I want it to happen in about 2 to 3, just to make sure Errol good moving up weight on that. Because I mean, as much as the bullshit want to go off, 147 to 160, that's still elite. Do that shit healthy. Do that shit the right way. Go to 54, then go and get your ass up to 60. Make that money. I'm out.
Show Kid with a super chat said GGG and Bud acting like Canelo and Earl owed him a fight. These dudes don't even promote themselves. Word is born. Mr. Duke said, come on, Ness. Canelo let Jacobs in the ring. No pay-per-view. Come on, Ness. Canelo let Jacobs in the ring. No pay-per-view. I guess he meant let him in the ring like after the fight. Yeah, because they built it. Coach Myers says, yeah, Earl's scared of a guy that just fought Brooke, who was Spence's first title fight 5 years ago. So Bud is a bigger challenge than Canelo now? Question mark thinking emoji. Yeah, they got us all thinking, man. Listen, Nets GTO, Instagram, and Twitter. You could join us right here at youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. We're going to be going live for another one immediately. The title is called Canelo versus Callum Smith. Live fight chat for the vacant WBC, Super WBA, and the ring belt. I'm going to actually go ahead and share the link in this live fight chat right now so you know where we going to be like immediately. Like Canelo's literally walking to the ring, and we want to have separate videos so not to confuse future people that find the shit. I can't fucking copy paste this right now. Not to confuse future people that are gonna bump into the link, right? So that being said, fellas, catch us on
the next one, man. Next Sports Talk. Catch you on the next one.
Here's the link in the chat. Here's the link in the chat. Skype, you could just stay rocking with us. We're gonna watch this live fight together. It's a family watch party. Let's do it. Yo, there goes the link in the live chat right now on this episode currently still. All right. Peace.